Today we've got a different kind of video. We're at the unveiling of the very first Ferrari Purosangue in South Africa. Let's check this out. It's the very first four-door, four-seater Ferrari. It's epic. What's up?
Yeah, you'll get on blast now.
And it's never a bad day being surrounded by this beautiful Ferrari engineering. But the whole reason we're here is for this. The brand new, and for the first time on South African soil, the Ferrari Purosangue. And to be completely honest, I was actually blown away with how good it looks in person. Yes, it is a little bit smaller than what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit of a higher or bigger car, but needless to say, it's still a Ferrari. It's not an SUV, as they've said, but it's a tall sports car. You can see it being the successor to the GT-C4 Lusso, just with the additional two doors. And I think they've done a fantastic design on this car. It's still unmistakably a Ferrari, whether it comes down to that diffuser or the exhaust pipes. But I do think if they took the badges off, you'd still think it was a Ferrari, even though some people are calling it a Mazda. Okay, but now onto the biggest showpiece of this car, which is the rear doors. They're suicide, they're automatic, they open up at a push of a button, they close at a push of a button too. But most importantly, they bring you into the world of Purosangue from the inside. And the interior is almost just as striking as the exterior. You're looking at a full leather interior, Italian leather, but most importantly, these rear seats. There are two individual sports seats for your passengers in the rear. How flippin' cool is that? So while that was the biggest showpiece, my favorite feature of the Purosangue sits up front underneath that bonnet. A fire-breathing 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12, putting out 533 kilowatts and 760 newton meters of torque. That's absolutely nuts for an SUV, for a tall sports car of this nature. Ferrari are really showing it to their competitors. And then casually just hopping into the inside of a Purosangue as one does on a Saturday morning. But you're welcomed by a full carbon fiber Ferrari steering wheel. And I think something that's pretty cool to note about the Ferrari steering wheel is that it's got all the buttons that you would have on the stalks behind it, which they don't. Like your indicators, your wipers, everything like that, which is quite cool. And managing all that power is a Formula 1 developed 8-speed dual clutch transmission. And then I couldn't not show how cool this Purosangue looks with the clamshell bonnet wide open, with the doors fully exposed. Jeez, this thing is a showpiece. Let's get a little bit more hands-on with these rear doors and see how they actually work. It's such a flex. And yeah, these rear seats look really, really cool. And because they're individual, you kind of got your own little sitting cockpit in here as a passenger. You've got your own storage, your own climate control, your own settings, everything to do in the back here so that you do not disrupt your driver up front. And besides for the second display sitting in front of the passenger, you'll notice that the interior is very minimalistic. And that circle sitting in the center actually pops up to allow you to adjust your settings for your climate control, which I think is quite cool and keeps it very, very minimalist in here. And then just another quick look at the front seats and everything that's on offer to the driver and the passenger. Here you can clearly see the two displays, one for the driver and one for the passenger. And if we go down to the center console, right under this gloss black flap over here, you'll notice cup holders. And yes, cup holders are important in a sports car because you're going to go grand touring. And then just a few more stats before I sign off. So this Purosangue is all-wheel drive. It has a top speed of 310 kilometers per hour and goes on sale from 9.3 million rand. Thanks for watching another Greg Dennis review. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss more videos in the future. And until then, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Sorry, no.
Excuse me, sir.
No, not today. Sorry.